Why am I so good at the game?
Get the freeze, get the bot, get the line attack, get the bot. Wall, so he can't get away, and Achilles is able to clean it up.
Thanks.
So I make sure to VGS the Achilles and let him know he did a nice job. Izanami is able to get the pick in mid. We technically could go for Pyromancer right now. We're going to blink in. We're going to see if we can do anything for this Izanami. We're able to get the freeze off. Izanami is able to get the kill. Very nice. That's got to be very frustrating to have a Ymir just appear out of nowhere and freeze you as you're about to kill someone. So we checked their red. It was not there. Apollo is here. We're going to see if there's anything we can do. He gets his taunt off. There's his beads. We get a slow. Get some basic attacks. He doesn't have his dash. And we're able to ult. Just confirm the kill. That makes us 3-0-4. Now we're going to be looking towards the red buff. What do, Scooby Boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we have another viewer requested video of Ymir in the jungle, and we're going to be going a LIFESTEAL build on Ymir. If you are new to the channel, we upload videos 6 to 7 times a week, and our whole goal is to shorten the Smite learning curve. So if that is something you're interested in, please be sure to hang around and check out some other videos. If you are a returning subscriber, we are continuing to grind through the requested queue. Up next is the Ymir, and then after that we have a request for Ganesh and the Morgan. Let's go ahead and go over Ymir's kit. Ymir is going to be receiving some changes in the upcoming patch, but let's kind of just go over his kit now, and then we'll go over the changes after his kit. So Ymir's one is a wall. It's very useful for zoning enemies and preventing them from running down certain jungle paths. Ymir's 2 is going to be a line attack that does damage, has 75% power scaling, and it's also going to apply a 35% slow along with a debuff called Frostbite. Now Frostbite is going to tie into Ymir's passive. Enemies who have Frostbite is going to last for 4 seconds and take 100% more damage from Ymir's basic attacks. Ymir's 3 is going to be a freeze that is also going to apply Frostbite. As you level up the freeze, the stun is going to be longer. And then Ymir's ultimate, he gets into a ball on the ground, let's call it fetal position, and he charges up his ultimate. If he detonates early, it does reduce damage. If he dies before detonating, it does no damage. And that's one of the things that they're going to be changing in this upcoming patch. They're going to change it to where if you're casting your ult and you die, your damage is always going to get off. They're also going to change to where you can detonate your wall to cause it to collapse and go on cooldown shorter. So let's kind of go over the build and we'll kind of get to what's going on with the game, because we do have high pressure and we are able to invade their red buff. We win Assassin's Blessing, and then we're going to be going to tier 1 of Bancroft. Right there I missed my freeze, which is really unfortunate. See, Ymir's going all in on this Alposh, so I'm able to apply a slow through the wall, and Izanami is able to get the kill. She's got some high pressure onto the Nemesis, so after this wave we should be able to just go and clean up our red buff. Looks like our dual lane is struggling a little bit. They do have a Kuzumbo, and Kuzumbo's displacement early game is very effective. So we're going to make a rotation over with Izanami. We do have our blink. So let's see if there's anything we can do here. There's the leap. There's the beads. I think he's going to be able to get out because he had beads. Yeah, especially whenever we use our 2 on Kuzumbo. Okay, so that's a bit of a disengage. We were able to relieve a little bit of pressure in dual lane, but we missed out on some XP by doing so. Speed is up, but we're going to go ahead and hit purple since we're all the way over here. And then we're just going to go ahead and back. We really want to be on our speed as it's coming up, so we are a little behind.
Be careful,
On the second rotation from speed to harpies to blue, The blue takes a little while to respawn, so just respawn. So we should be able to hit all the camps without having to wait on any. So right here we get a basic attack, we use an ability, it applies frostbite to the camps, and then we are going to start using our basic attacks. So if you can see from that one camp, whenever he had frostbite, I was doing 133 with my basic attacks, but whenever frostbite wore off, I was only doing 66 damage to the minions. Just cleaning this up. So now that we have a point into each ability, we're going to want to max our 2. Put points into our ult when we can, then max the 3, and then finally max the wall. We're going to make a rotation mid. It looks like Izanami is in a bad position. We're going to see if there's anything we can do to help her out. Does not look like it. She's pretty cashed on mana. She has 3 people chasing her. Yeah, there's nothing we can do, so we're just going to clean up mid for her. So the idea with this LIFESTEAL build is we want to be able to just get in, do our damage, heal up some damage that we took while trying to engage. We might have been able to kill her had she not dashed away and the freeze gotten off there. So we're going to assume that they're going to be able to secure their red buff. Izanami is moving towards our red buff. It just makes sense to go for our red buff, not to invade right here. So right now we are just in farm mode. We are trying to get as much farm as possible so that way we can come online. And Alquash is a terrible. I feel bad for him. It's a rough one whenever you have a Ymir jungle. You have no escape. It takes one wall and then you're stuck, followed by a freeze and a slow and a... It's not a favorable matchup for that Alquash. So we have enough for boots. We're pretty low on mana. So we're just going to go ahead and pick up the LIFESTEAL boots. And speed should be coming up soon, so we should be able to grab that and then start a rotation. We're going to do the basic attack, ability, and then basic attack. We are 6, their nemesis is a 5, so we are a little bit ahead right now. Ymir has reasonably fast clear whenever you get a few items online. So we're over here with Achilles.
Thanks. Till we next meet.
Now we're making a rotation mid. Izanami is down, so we're just going to kind of hold mid for her.
Enemy ultimate down.
We're going to get the back end of the wave, which is going to give us a little bit of gold, a little bit of XP. I don't see anybody mid. Izanami is going to be running back. I don't think this is a wave I want to hit. We are able to get some damage onto this Alquash. And as you can see, I weaved in a basic attack in between my freeze and my line attack. I'm just trying to maximize the amount of damage that I have. So now I have Nemesis on me. I am in a bit of trouble. But since Izanami's here, she disengaged. I'm still affected by the horrific emblem.
Well done.
An enemy has been slain.
So we're going to clean up this wave. And it looks like Kuzumbo might be gankable. We're going to hit this red buff, make sure we're not missing out on any XP. And then we're going to make a rotation over. We do have our blink in 10 seconds. We might need to use it right here. It looks like he's running away. So I don't know why I tried to get a basic attack first. Since we're over here, we're going to go ahead and steal this wave. Hope Set's not too upset. I hope Set is not too upset. I hope he's down Set. So we ran into Apollo, into jungle. We're going to get freeze, get a bop, get a line attack, get another bop, and we're disengaging. We didn't really have the mana to stick around. We kind of got our damage off, and it was just time to just disengage. Hopefully that little bit of poke will allow our dual lane to apply some pressure. We are able to get the tier 2 of Bancroft's Talons, and we are slowly getting our LIFESTEAL build online. It looks like Erlang Shang has high pressure in solo lane. So we might make a attempt on Erlong whenever we make a rotation up. So I see him pushing blue. I see Achilles is weak. I'm coming straight over, skipping the harpies. Going to blank just to make sure I get over here. I'm going to put a wall so he can't run away. Then we're going to ult. And we should be able to clean this up. And he walks back into it. Love it. So that's our first kill. We were able to help out Achilles. So we see the Alpwash is kind of in the jungle. If we can find Alpwash in the jungle, that is like prime. We would love to engage with him in the jungle. I see Apollo's going up. I'm going to see if there's anything I can do to make a rotation over. I see this Kuzenbo. Going to get the Kuzenbo kill while the team kills R2. I don't think there's much else I could do there. I think getting the pick on Kuzenbo is probably the smart and safe play. Right now, we do a decent amount of damage, but we are kind of surprise damage. We get in, we do our damage, and then we disengage. We aren't really looking to group and team fight right now.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack.
Gonna clean up mid with Izanami. Gonna make our way over to the left harpies.
Enemy missing left.
Speed should be coming up pretty soon, and I do have enough for Bancroft, so I probably should back right here.
Enemy missing left. Enemy
I'm gonna hit
left.
Jungle Shrine. Then I'm gonna hit the harpies. And am I backing? I think I'm trying to stay around, but then I realized that my rotations are a little bit off, and that I should just definitely just back and get the Bancroft's Talon. So now we have a pretty powerful item online, 2 lifesteal items. We should be able to do some very good damage at this point in the game. A lot of people probably only have 1 or 2 items online. And I think our 2 items are relatively strong to all of the other possible combinations of items.
Why am I so good at the game?
Get the freeze, get the bot, get the line attack, get the bot. Wall so he can't get away, and Achilles is able to clean it up.
Thanks.
So I make sure to VGS the Achilles and let him know he did a nice job. Izanami's able to get the pick in mid. We technically could go for Pyromancer right now. We're going to blink in. We're going to see if we can do anything for this Izanami. We're able to get the freeze off. Izanami's able to get the kill. Very nice. That's got to be very frustrating to have a Ymir just appear out of nowhere and freeze you as you're about to kill someone. So we checked their red. It was not there. Apollo is here. We're going to see if there's anything we can do. He gets his taunt off. There's his beads. We get a slow. Get some basic attacks. He doesn't have his dash. And we're able to ult and just confirm the kill. That makes us 3-0-4. Now we're going to be looking towards the red buff.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy tower.
Here's Kuzenbo. I don't really expect him to have any kind of damage to really affect me. He would really just displace me. So let's go for camp. So right there I use the wall. The wall can be used to block Alpwash's line attack. So that is something I might be able to pull out of my sleeve a little later on.
Your left tower is under attack.
We're going to go ahead and hit these. As soon as Nemesis saw, she backs up. It's probably the smart thing to do. I see that speed's about to come back online, so I'm going to make a rotation back to our speed camp.
Enemy missing left.
Gonna hit the chalice, make our way over to blue, I believe.
Your left tower is under attack.
Please.
Blue won't be up for a second, so I guess we're looking for Erlong.
Greetings.
Erlong is... there he is. We miss our freeze. That's unfortunate. That's his dash. And he didn't use any of his abilities on wave, so just our appearance and solo lane should make it to where Achilles is able to exert a little bit of pressure based off that wave. We dropped the blue buff for Achilles. Now we're going to make our way mid. We see Nemesis is weak, and we could probably kill Alpwash. Our team's rotating over. We're going to get the freeze onto Alpwash. I feel bad for the guy. Set is able to clean up the double kill. I ult just because I didn't realize Set was going to be able to do that kind of damage. So I kind of wasted my ultimate right there. Right here I am telling the team to fight Gold Fury. And here comes their team. So right here, this is a very bad Gold Fury attempt. We should get off of gold and then focus on Kuzumbo. He's just hanging out. We should be able to just kill him. Instead, we keep dancing around Gold Fury, and Apollo is able to ult in and then clean up me as a kill. They got Gold Fury, they got a kill. We played that pretty bad. So after our lifesteal boots, we're going to be wanting to go Ling Typhon Fang. This is going to give us additional lifesteal, some power, and all of our lifesteal is going to be converted to power. After that, we're going to be going Messenger's Mask, this tier 2 item, and we're not going to want to build the tier 3 version of it. Messenger's Mask is going to give us a lot of stats that we are interested in. 10% cooldown, 10% movement speed, and a little bit of power. We are really getting it for the movement speed and the cooldown, and then we're going to sell it later on. We're just using it as like a small little transition item to allow the damage that we have built from our previous items, Bancroft's power or lifesteal boots and the Typhon's Fang. It's going to allow us to just get closer to enemies, use our abilities a little bit more. All around is kind of a hidden little gem. Izanami is really far pushed up, so we're going to make a rotation with her, see if there's any assistance we can provide. Izanami is able to clean up the kill. Right here I throw my wall just to see if it blocks Alpwash's ult. It used to once upon a time, but then they changed it to where it does not. Gonna clean up the Harpies. And I'm probably just gonna go mid. It looks like Izanami and Achilles are pushing left lane together. I'm rotating over. I see Alpwash in the jungle. If we can catch him, he's probably dead. Bop. Blind attack. Bop. 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 Yes, sir. 4, 1, and 8. Off to a great start.
On my way.
I see the enemy team is really far pushed up in dual lane, so we're going to make a rotation over there. Ideally, our target's going to be Apollo, but we will see how this goes.
Your right tower is under attack.
Somehow, Apollo has gotten his Mesmerize off at the perfect time, multiple times this game. So he was able to beads. We're going to blink in, ult, and we're able to get the kill. Kuzumbo pushes us back in the tower, but we should be good to get out. No real interest in hanging around, although we do see a Nemesis. We get her to pop her beads. We miss our freeze. We are in a bad situation now that we've missed our freeze. We pop our Sanctuary, or Aegis, and Nemesis is able to clean us up. I'm running into a lot of Nemesis in jungle lately. Had a couple games the other day where it was Nemesis back to back to back. I'm glad she's finally seeing some love, but it's not very fun when she kills me.
Attack right leg. Attack right leg.
So, after the Messenger's Mask, the item we're most likely going to be building is Polynomicon. Polynomicon is on the Book of Thoth tree, and it provides power, lifesteal, and a little bit of mana. And its passive is after using an ability, your next basic attack is going to do additional damage. And that works really well with Ymir's passive. So between Ymir's passive and Polynomicon, we're going to use an ability, get a basic attack off, and the basic attack should do a decent amount of damage. And then we're going to want to use other ability, get a basic attack off. The Polynomicon most likely will not affect the second round of basic attack because it has a 3-second cooldown, but the Frostbite, Ymir's passive, will still apply. So we're going to want to use our abilities, get a basic attack off, use our other abilities, get a basic attack off, and then probably disengage.
Gank left lane. Defend left lane.
Attack fire giants.
I see Erlong over in the tier 2. I'm kind of the only person who can respawn and
Gank left lane.
get some damage on him. We put a wall. It was a bad wall. He's running. Achilles is moving around jungle. The dash is down. So now our whole team's collapsing on him. Another bad wall. It's a bad wall because he's able to just move to the left or right, blink in, use a freeze, use a line attack, get a bop, get a bop. Ooh boy. Is he really gonna get out? So there's a good wall.
They are getting bamboozled.
Nice job.
So our team is ahead by about 4,000 gold, and we're up about 13 kills.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Attack the gold fury.
Our team is making the call to attack Gold Fury. They do have Kuzumbo up, and Apollo is nearby. We're able to get the freeze onto Apollo. We get a bop. That was a 204 basic attack.
Your left tower
We're going to kind of keep high pressure on Apollo, really push him away from Gold Fury.
Is under attack.
We miss our line attack. We do a little bit of damage to Outwash, but we don't want to stand in his ult, so we're just going to back up and disengage. Looks like there's a fight going on in right jungle. I'm going to try to clean up mid lane and then make a rotation over. I missed the back archer, so it's not really worth trying to clean that up when my team needs me in the jungle. I missed my freeze. I used my wall to block the Outwash line attack. And right here, I'm in a bad situation, so I'm trying to disengage, run away. Just running around in circles. We get a freeze, we get a line attack off. We got some good bops. We're able to ult to confirm a kill. But the Nemesis was eventually able to clean us up.
Catch these hands. Carry me, team.
Let's see what the total trade is. We traded 2 for DSI. So that was totally worth it for our team. I don't know if I necessarily needed to die right there. That might have been preventable in some way. But I was able to do some damage to Erlong Shang, which allowed me to lifesteal a decent amount of health back. Then I was able to get my ult off, confirm a kill, and then do some damage to the enemy team. So they make the call to go Fire Giant. Apollo, I believe his ultimate is on cooldown because he just recently used it. So now we have Polynomicon on. Our basic attacks are going to be magnificent after using an ability.
Retreat.
So, unfortunately,
Retreat.
our team was not able to get Fire Giant. They committed, one person died, Kumba's passive got activated.
That's too bad.
Totally unfortunate thing that happened right there. We're going to see if Kuzumbo's pushing. He's going onto the Izanami. We're going to make a rotation over. We miss our freeze. We use the wall. Line attack to try to get a slow onto Kuzumbo, but he ults, giving him CC immunity. Now I see everyone's collapsing on Izanami, and I can't really fight them, so I'm going to run.
Sorry.
It looks like they are possibly going back to fire.
Attack fire giants.
So Outwash is building Divine Ruin, so he will have some anti-heal online. Right here I see Outwash hanging out in mid, so I go there. But unfortunately, they hit Fire Giant while Outwash is in mid.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
I probably could have made a rotation over to Fire Giant and would have been able to contest it had I not gone mid. But I see 3 people over here, 4 people over here. Luckily, Kuzenbo missed his displacement, or I would have been in a little bit of trouble. We're just going to get the freeze and then disengage. Set up a ward, set up another ward. Nope, looks like I'm just putting the one down. If you want to improve your Conquest gameplay, ward. It's as simple as that. The more wards you place, the more knowledge you're going to have on the minimap, the better decisions you're going to be able to make.
Cancel that.
So we have a decent amount of gold.
An unfortunate outcome.
We just hit level 20.
Be careful.
Looks like Nemesis is also a level 20. So it's the game of the junglers. Kind of cleaning up left lane. Just don't want the minions to be that far pushed up onto our tower line. Now we're gonna go for our speed buff. It looks like there's a bunch of people crashing on Achilles in the left jungle. Looks like he was able to get out. We're gonna grab our speed buff. There is a team fight, a Bruin in the mid. We're gonna blink in, get the freeze onto Apollo, place a wall down. A lot of people just collapsed on us, so we're gonna ult. We had to cancel immediately because we didn't know how much damage was gonna come. Then we use our Sanctuary. We're just gonna keep running out. We get off our line attack, hoping that it would give us enough health to keep fighting and keep running. Unfortunately, it did not, and Nemesis was able to clean us up. So far in this team fight, it is a 1-for-2 trade in our favor. Now it's a 1-for-3 trade. So even though I died early on, I was able to get the enemy team to engage on me, use a lot of abilities, and then Nemesis even chased me down into our team where she was cleaned up. So I did die, but our team was able to clean up 4 kills from that team fight. So it was a good engagement, I feel like.
An enemy has been slain.
So that is a second deicide this game. We should be able to get the mid Phoenix from here.
I'll be right back. Till we next meet.
So I noticed myself dying.
Destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
I had 3 deaths and I was like, yeah, I feel a little squishy. Nemesis is a problem. Apollo's going to be a problem. So after Polynomicon, I decided to sell my Assassin's Blessing and then go for, it's either going to be Spirit Robe or Mantle of Discord. Reason I'm going for one of those items is because those are kind of the go-to single items. So we see Apollo's up in the air, we keep attacking Gold Fury, but he's able to just land and kill it. We do a bad wall. We're going to keep up the high pressure and see if we can catch him out in jungle. Anyway, Spirit Robe and Mantle of Discord, if you have to buy one defensive item, those are kind of the best 2 to choose from. It's going to give you a lot of protections, 10% cooldown, and then both passives are pretty good. So Kuzenbo takes almost no damage from us. We really want to be focusing on their squishies. Up, Nemesis is nearby. Gonna try to get my ult off to get a little bit of health back. Nemesis was able to clean me up. I just didn't have vision. I didn't see her engage on me until she ulted. And then she has Erendite this game, so she's doing a lot of damage whenever she ults. Ults and then follows up with a basic attack, that is. So it looks like we are eyeballing Mantle of Discord instead of Spirit Robe.
So good at the game.
So they were able to clean our team up. That was a bad engagement by us. I think Set's going down too. Yep, so that's their first, or that's our first deicide that they got on us. Let's see what they get. Fire Giant's down, Gold Fury's down. They did just get gold from us, which is a little unfortunate. So I think all they can really do is push towers. But we already have 2 people up. We have a health potion and some wards.
Tower is under attack.
See if there's anything we can do. We blink, we get a freeze off. Nemesis is able to beads and dash out. So we are going to stick onto this Erlong. Nemesis is still hanging out. Get the basic attack, be able to confirm the kill onto Erlong. We're gonna see if we can get this outwash. We get the wall, we get the freeze, we get the bop, we get the line attack, we get the other bop. And we're gonna go ahead and ult just to confirm it. Easy peasy. So now we're gonna lifesteal off some camps, try to gain some health back. Go ahead and place a ward on Pyro and Fire, now that Fire is back up. Looks like our minions might up. Apollo is cleaning up our minions on the left lane. We're gonna see if we can, that's his dash, we're gonna see if we can engage on him. So that is a little unfortunate. We were able to get the bop off. I don't think he had Frostbite on, but we did get the Polynomicon. Our team's able to rotate over. And I was able to confirm the kill off the Koompa setup. Kuzumbo's running away. I think we should just keep pushing up this lane. No need to chase Kuzumbo. Clean up the minion wave. Team fights going on in jungle. Unfortunately, we miss our freeze. And I think Nemesis has the hasten katana. So I feel like she's just, once she hits you with a basic attack, she's just sticking to you like glue. There goes Erlong. Freeze. Bop. A lot of damage coming in from Alquash. Able to get the wall up. Hopefully Izanami can clean up the outwash. Does not look like it. I was able to get the kill on the Kuzumbo. So that is 3 people down to our 1 person down. Unfortunately it is our hunter. But we should be able to just push middle lane and clean up this Phoenix. Looks like Set is split pushing. We get the freeze off, she beats though. This video looks a little strange at this point. It looks a little choppy, like it's slowing down and then catching up to where it should be. I have not seen this happen before. If anybody else notices it, please let me know down in the comments. I'm not exactly sure how to fix it, but I feel like it just started happening around the 30-minute mark. So, I don't know. I feel like this was a good enough game that even though there's this technical issue going on, it's not that pleasant to look at. Still probably going to post this game. Had a lot of fun doing the LIFESTEAL Ymir jungle. So we're going to sell our boots, buy the potion, and then we're going to get the... Wow, Pythagorem's piece. There it is. Could not think of it for a second. Oh my. We get speed. We should be able to just group up and close this game out. It's not going to be too much longer. So thank you for being with me. We set up a ward. That way we know if anyone's rotating over to left. The enemy just got the Gold Fury. It looks like there's a team fight breaking out. We're trying to get an angle onto Nemesis. We get the wall. We missed the freeze again. That's super unfortunate. Kumba's able to pop a shell. That really helps me out. Going to try to help this Izanami. Miss the line attack, but the wall caused Kuzumbo to come back towards our team, get the freeze off, get a bop off. So that's 2 people down. We get the wall off. Just keep marching down mid. That's another pick. Throw down the wall. That's the beads. There's the fourth. And I think this is it. Well, if you guys made it to the end of the video and you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. If you want to see any particular god played, please leave a comment to let me know or join the Discord server. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Appreciate ya. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.